everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing so well. Today I have filmed a full face of products that TikTok made me buy. I've gone through, told you what's worth the hype, what's not worth the hype, what's worth spending your money on, what's worth saving your money on. This is the finished look, so if you're interested to see how I got to this point, then do keep watching. So my skin is all cleansed, moisturized and ready to go. I'm gonna put these little clips in. I got these from Primark a little while ago. Look, my little Minnie Mouse. I can't do makeup with my hair on my face, so I'm just gonna put this back. Primer. This is quite a new product for me. I got this, why so new? My birthday was, oh my God, a month ago today. It's 24th of March. And yeah, I've just really loved it. So I'm gonna go in with it. I mean, this rollerball part is probably a little bit of a gimmick, and I can't imagine it is the most hygienic thing in the world. However, it's a really good primer. I put this on, I love this bit here. I really clench my jaw at night, and this is just the perfect in the mornings, go right around here. It feels amazing. I'm quite new to the primer game, so if you do have any good ones that you guys use, then please do leave them below. I'm desperate to try the Bobbi Brown vitamin rich face base, I think it is. And then afterwards, I just go in and tap that into the skin. But look, it makes my skin look so glowy, so hydrated, and it has got that, can you hear that bit of stick? So next is brows. I don't really have any brows, so I always find brows a little bit tricky. But I'm using the Got To Be Glued. I had to pick up a new one. This is my third one. It's an amazing product. It's one of those though, do you know when you use a product to the point where it's so dried down, then you buy a new one and it's like got so much life in it. It's like, wow, I forgot how to use it like. And I just go like this, back and forth, and then do the same for the tail bit. And then I just go through and brush them up. As I said, my brows are literally non-existent, so I find that if I put them in place first, then it's easier to fill them in. So now I'm taking, oh my God, I feel like all my makeup products are really gross, guys, but they're just really well loved, okay? They're just really well loved. This is my brow pencil. This is the Maybelline Brow Express, but look at this end bit, okay? And I'll show you why it looks like that. I then go through, oh, it's got a hair attached to it. God, sorry guys. I then go through and just flatten that down. I find that the Got To Be Glued brush is a bit too big for my brows, so it doesn't really separate them all. I mean, I think if you've got big, thick, gorgeous, fluffy brows, then you will get along with it a lot better. But I love the product inside. I'm not crazy about the brush. Okay, so now my brows are stuck down. I've actually got some new products to try today. Bit of a story. Yesterday I was at work and I went into Superdrug and I saw they had this. This is the Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector. I heard this is meant to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, so I was like, absolutely pick this up. The real reason I was in Superdrug was to look for this, and they didn't have it in Superdrug, they only had it in Boots. So then I went to Boots and I found the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I mean, these look really dark, don't they? I have no fake tan on, so we're gonna give this a go. So this, I got this in the shade 4 medium, and then I got this one in the shade 1.5 light medium. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one just because I love the sponge. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it might be a slightly dark colour, but I think when I've got a bit of tan on, or in the summer, I don't know if I need to be this precise with it. I probably just will blend it in with my Refi brush. Best brush ever. This is blending out so nicely. It's giving me like the perfect base. Like I would literally just wear this with concealer in the summer. This is gonna be amazing. Wow, that looks really nice on the skin. Super glowy, a little bit of coverage, like that's enough coverage for me. It's not glittery, it's glowy. Right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the e.l.f. Wow, this colour is a little bit scary. Maybe let's just add a little doves. Just to see. I think this is going to be a little bit too dark for me. They both blend really well, so they just give you like a nice tint. It's not like that is thick foundation. It's just going to give you a really lovely glow. Okay, I'm really loving both of those products. Which one do I prefer? I mean, I don't feel like I can really give the e.l.f. a massive review because I obviously have the Maybelline on underneath. These are definitely going to be summer essentials. Look at that skin. It's so glowy and like glass skin. I always apply all my products with my brush and then I just go through. This is my Cocoa Cosmetics. The bottom has been stained by blush, which is really sad. I think this is shape 2, which I feel like I have a little bit more control over like to get in the eyes here, whereas shape 1 is very, very round and flat. Like it's really good for your face, but getting in all these tiny areas is a little bit harder. Both those together made my skin look so glowy. I know they're definitely going to be summer staples. So next in my routine is NARS Sheer Glow. This is in the shade Barcelona, so it is going to be a little bit dark for me. I normally have tan on. I do maybe need to invest in a lighter shade, especially for the winter, but I mean summer's coming up now, so I'll have the fake tan on. Hopefully I'll be out getting a real tan. I do really want to try is it the long wear radiant one? I think everyone raves about that one. For me, every day I like a sheerer, and it's not really that sheer. I always struggle to get around my brows, which I guess is why people do their brows first. Then I just always go in after every layer with my sponge just to take up all of that excess product. I'm using the top of my bronzer just to put my foundation on, because this still does not come with a pump. You have to order it separately, and you know, I just haven't got around to it, so I'm just like pouring it on a different surface every single morning. Next, I'm going to go in with my Pink Honey BFF face frosting. This is in the shade Fudge Glaze. I love this, like, and this will last you forever. I've literally had this probably a year. We still have got so much product in there. I think the new shade that everyone is getting on TikTok is Cookie Butter, but Fudge Glaze works just as well, and it blends out just so nicely. This Refi brush I literally use for every step: foundation, bronzer, concealer. I'll even use it for blush, because all of my products are cream, and this stippling brush at the end just makes sure that everything is so seamlessly blended out. So next we have concealer. This is of course the HMB Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. This is in SF2W. And you literally need the tiniest bit of this. It is so thick and so full coverage that literally that is all I put on. I might put a little bit on my chin today. And then for any blemishes and like around my nose, I go in with the Maybelline Fit Me. Just because I don't need that much coverage around here, and I don't want my makeup to start getting cakey because I've got so much coverage everywhere. I think this is in the shade 25. It has rubbed off a little bit, but I think 25. My skin's actually doing okay today. My skin literally is like this all the time. Like I never know what I'm gonna wake up with. Then I use the thicker bit of the Refi brush just to blend it out, because you get a bit more control. And look how nice that soft focus blends out. I always blend the Fit Me concealer first. I only started using this when I went to Paris. Alana had it and I was pinching it off her every single day, and it just changed my whole makeup. I think I was using a concealer before that was a little bit too, there was not enough coverage, so it wasn't giving me that like flawless under eye. This is gonna be like a new staple. I know that when this runs out, if it ever runs out, because you literally need the tiniest bit, I will be repurchasing straight away, because I could not live without it. That's the same really with all of these products, except for these new ones that I've tried. Obviously I can't tell you that yet, but I've just found like my staple makeup product. Like look at that blend, it's just so easy. It sits so amazing on top of the skin. Going back in with Coco Cosmetics just to blend, blend, blend. Especially under the eyes, I think I definitely would need a beauty blender just to make sure it's all blended. I think skin is just like the most important step, so that's why I spend all this time on it. Now going in with powders, I have two favourites. So obviously a classic Laura Mercier, and then the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom. If you watched my Iceland vlog, I was saying, yeah, you know, I've gone back to Laura Mercier and I'm loving it. And I do love Laura Mercier, however, I put the Huda powder on yesterday and I was like, okay, back to Huda now, back to Huda, because it is just the best powder, and especially with the HMB concealer, this is the perfect combo for that flawless under eye. And it's not too pink. Like I said to my mum was ordering some makeup and I said, get the pink one. She was like, no, I don't want it to be too pink. And I was like, listen, it's not. I love the smell of this powder. It is like a perfume. These little puffs are from Amazon. You can see mine is well loved. Even thinking about applying my powder with a brush now makes me feel physically sick. Like I can't imagine ever going back to a powder brush. I'm starting to get these lines here, so I'm not putting too much powder around there because I don't want that to set. I probably should have done a big disclaimer at the start. Like I am no MUA. I just I'm really getting back into makeup. Like, I think everyone was into makeup 2015. We all had the Morphe palette, and then I just kind of fell out of love with it. And now, you know, TikTok made me buy all of these products, so I'm back on the MUA train. Now going in with bronze. This is MAC Give Me Sun. This is an OG in my makeup bag, and I've probably repurchased so many of these, but they are just the best bronzers ever. It's a beautiful warm colour. Like, I think you can probably tell from my makeup, but I just love warm, like summer, glowy skin. And this is just the perfect tone. I get that this isn't the best to contour with if that's what you're into. I think sometimes if I use anything too cool toned, I look a bit dead, like a bit ghosty. So I always stick with warm, and Give Me Sun is like the perfect warm for me. So because my skin is already a little bit more tan than I don't need to apply too much bronzer, but cute. Okay, right, so other than blush, skin is done. Now I'm going back in with the Maybelline Express Brow, and I'm just filling in around my tail and just like around the gel. I don't have like this crazy brow routine. Okay, so it's nothing too dramatic. It's just really softly filling them in. I think it really matches my brows perfect. This is in, I think it's soft brown. Just very clean. I don't really do anything crazy with my brows. I mean, I've seen Anastasia is making a bit of a comeback. I'm a bit worried that the dip brow pomade is going to come back as well, because that is a childhood trauma that never leaves you. Like, I would literally go into school with just dip brow on, and I would just rock up and be like, hey, and get handed a makeup wipe straight away. And thank you to my teachers, because at the time I was really cross with you, but like, I'm so glad that in all the school photos I don't just have dark dip brow. It is iconic though. It is iconic. When we look back at our trends, they have been iconic. So skin is kind of done. I did forget to put cream blush on, but Patrick Tar says it's never too late for cream blush. So I'm gonna apply mine on top of powder. Scary. And I actually have some new P. Louise The Cheek of It blushes, and I managed to get Legally Blonde? No, Legally Pink. And I haven't tried it yet, so I thought we could try it together. Okay, so I got 3 shades. I've got Peach of My Heart, Melon Mood, and Legally Pink. Are you ready? Oh, focus. Wow, look at that. I mean, this is a bit of a workout. Okay, so what I do is I'm just, along with my foundation, I'm just gonna dab it onto my BFF bronzing palette. Okay, so just dabbing it on there. That is a beautiful colour. I don't know if you can really see that because of the light, but I'm hoping it applies as gorgeous as it looks on there. Right, then I get the bottom of my sponge and I just dab it. And then just apply it over. And then it doesn't really get too powdery. That is like the perfect baby pink shade I've ever seen. That is so perfect. I always take a little bit of blush over my nose, but this is a little bit light, so I'm not gonna go too crazy with that. Oh my God. I hope it's showing up on camera. Wow. Okay, Legally Pink. It's my new fave. I love the technique of applying blush after, because I think it then brings a bit of glow back to your cheeks. My new ick, and this is going back to old makeup trends, is powder highlight. I hate powder highlight these days. Like, I just think it makes me look so glittery and just not the vibe. Shall we put a little bit of Dior on top? Just to set that down a little bit. This isn't the most pigmented blush, to be honest. However, it's still my fave. Like, they're just giving baby pink, cute vibes. I don't want to go too heavy with the Dior because I do still want to keep that sheen in my skin, but that is a cute combo. So my new thing has been to get some of my brow pencil and do like a little wing. Literally just on that outer corner. There's always one eye that just doesn't want to play ball, isn't there? So literally just using my brow pencil just to give me a little bit of a... I do want to invest in like a liquid brown eyeliner. I think black would be a little bit too heavy for me. Or even like a proper eye pencil that's a little bit more waterproof. Speaking of waterproof, my mascaras. Now, I prefer this brush to the... This is the Lash Sensational. I prefer this brush. I purchased the Sky High the other day, which is this one here. I'm just gonna dip this into the Sky High product because I've run out. Both of them are waterproof. I am a leaky eye girly. Like, my eye's always crying. It is a nightmare to get off though. The only thing that takes this off properly is the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. Usually I literally get this all over myself. I've got like cotton buds coming out of my ears because I'm always trying to do clean up. I haven't had my lashes LVL'd in such a long time because I feel like they did damage them a little bit. I'm just gonna separate those with the Sky High. I really want to try brown mascara, but I'm worried it will be too like ready, too warm. So if you have any suggestions, then leave them down below. I'm always open to any of your makeup suggestions. As I said, I'm really into trying new products at the moment. If you lost your makeup bag and you had to repurchase one thing, what would you repurchase? Leave it down below. What would be the first thing you'd go to pick up? Okay, so final step, and probably my favorite step, is lips. I literally just had to run and grab this out my bag. I don't go anywhere without my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's always on me. This is just my most perfect nude. Like, it literally looks like my lips. Lip liner, done. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Some days I just put my Laneige over the top and it just gives like a glowy, glossy, my lips put better look. But as I'm obviously recording, I'm going to do you a proper lip today, and I'm going to go over with MAC Honey Love. I do also love Doll Beauty Dolled Out, but Honey Love is a bit of a classic. Oh, this is my old one. So as you can see, this is my new one and this is my old one. So it's well loved. It's the same as the Charlotte Tilbury, like it's just a perfect nude. And I always dab my lipsticks on like this. I never like white. I think you just get more of a blend. That is my perfect nude. This is the thing though, where I have extra time and now I start adding things to my face that I don't need. I also have the Fenty Beauty Gloss in Sweet Mouth. I might add this, a little bit of this. It smells beautiful. Am I wishing I just left that matte now? Probably. But here we go. Let's take out my little clips. Okay, so here is the finished full face of makeup using products that TikTok made me buy. I'm in love. This is, like, as I say, I feel like this is just like my go-to makeup routine. Products that I especially love and I think are worth the hype are these two, like especially this one because this is the one that I gave a proper test. Love these. The Legally Pink blush is just stunning, mixed with the Dior. Beautiful. Cocoa Cosmetic Sponge just gives you like flawless. So does the Powder Puffs. Literally all of these products, if I lost my makeup bag, I'd have to replace all of these. I will obviously link everything down below for you if you want to try anything out. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed filming this video. As I said, I've really enjoyed playing with makeup again, so I definitely am going to start filming a few more get readies with me. Like, I love just sitting and chatting and trying new makeup. If you made it all the way to the end, then I love you millions, and I will see you next Sunday in my next video. Bye.